Grandson, also known as Jordan Benjamin, in my opinion, is one of the best musicians out there right now, and is definitely one of my favorites. If you disagree with me, you're pretty much dead from the neck up. Grandson is only rivaled by two other musicians that I might make a video on later, but we'll see. Grandson is a huge example for practicing what you preach, and he's not a, God, I hate using this term, mindless influencer. I'll go into that later, but one thing I don't like that people do is they always say,
"Oh my god, what an edgelord, you listen to Grandson?"
Yeah, not only is it good music, he tries to push for change in a lot of his songs, and that's honestly great to see. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, come on, that song was just begging for an intro. Anywho, let's first take a look at his music, and then I'll go into the meanings and things he's doing to spark change. So the first thing you should know about this guy is that his music is intense, and a lot of people really don't like that. But, on the other hand, the people that do like it, really like it. His new album called Death of an Optimist, yes, Death of an Optimist, it's pretty grim. But this was legitimately one of the best albums I've ever heard. Not to mention it's doing really well, especially the song Dirty, which is actually one of my favorites too. The first song I heard from him was called Bloodwater. Odds are you've probably heard this song. I mean, it's pretty small, it only has about 260 million streams on Spotify. To be honest, I hated it, and then I heard his song Identity. I just disliked his music even more. I actually laughed when I first heard this song because of how intense it was, but then it got stuck in my head, and before I knew it, I was going through all his old stuff and I was not disappointed. Grandson really brought in my music taste because I used to think that electronic music was basically Satan reincarnated. I never gave it the chance to really grow on me, and I'm glad I did. I urge you to look into it because, believe it or not, there are actually different electronic artists out there rather than Skrillex. I'm not gonna bother telling you my personal favorites because in reality, no one really cares. If you do care, you can look in the description, and while you're down there, leave a comment. Shameless plug, baby, score! Now that you know my opinion on his music, let's take a gander at some of his meanings behind each song. Take the song We Did It as an example. First off, holy hell, that drop though. Nice. This song is about only doing the bare minimum and expecting change to happen when in reality you're just sitting on Twitter typing your life away one key at a time. Or how about Dirty? This song is also kind of pushing the same message in that if you really want change, go out and get your hands dirty. Hey, it's almost like that's the course or something. Not only is his songs trying to spark change, it shines light on some really dark topics. The one song that comes to my mind is called Dark Side. It's about a school shooting, and it really shines light on how the people who do shoot up schools go through a lot. They don't just wake up on a whim one day and say, yeah, I'm gonna go shoot up that school. That's just not how it works. And here's where the practice what I preach mentality really comes into play for Grandson. If you think that this guy just sits around staring at a wall all day, then you are sadly mistaken, my friend. You remember those morons who stormed the Capitol and the most change they made was forcing the Senate to get a new podium? Yeah, he was there. I mean, not storming, but you know what I mean. Or how about this gem? I've had this image on my phone for months and I'm finally using it, but you can actually see that he's not just a soulless
influencer.
Speaking of influencer, he streams every Sunday to talk about issues, and they're really entertaining. I mean, I could have been grinding out my chemistry homework, but that time was well wasted. Those are just a few examples. Odds are there's a lot more I've missed. The problem a lot of people have these days is that they agree there has to be a change made, they just aren't willing to really do anything about it. I mean, repost activism only goes so far, right? How can we expect things to get any better if we just keep sitting here and talking about it? Actions really have to be done.
Yeah, well, I turned off my TV to do a good thing, and it's not change.
Right. Odds are that after you turned off the TV and you're watching YouTube on your phone, Grandson was making a song to vocalize really important issues that do have to be talked about and actions really have to be done. And don't get me wrong, of course Grandson isn't perfect. He's human. I've done a lot of ego stroking in this video, but I really think it should be talked about what he's doing. Most people just brush him off for the really dark lyrics. I really don't think you should. It's really nice to see that behind all the dark lyrics in his songs, he really does want the best for everyone. No, he isn't going into a manic state for all of his songs. He genuinely wants change, and you can really tell, especially on his Sunday live streams. Anyways, I just wanted to keep this video short because I'm on a time crunch. The things I want you to take away from this video is, first off, Grandson makes really good music. And second, behind the dark lyrics, there is something. If you want change to happen, you actually have to physically stand up and do something. Anything. Because Grandson is a great example for really trying to spark change. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.